I'm Jill Lee. I am going to recite a poem for you. It's entitled Happiness by Amy Lowell. So, about the author, Amy Lowell is actually had a very hard life because of her status in the society. She was actually a lesbian and a type of person in her time who dresses in guys' clothes or in smokes, which is not really what women in at that time would represent. And so also she was obese, and it was obese at that time doesn't reflect a sexual being or a sexual human, which actually questions some of her poems in terms of its meaning. So critics actually didn't quite accept her poems at that time. So she was actually a strong woman. After some time, she uncensored her poems less and less, and she was actually, for me, a very, very strong woman. So I chose her and her poem Happiness because it represents what us humans see happiness as something like love, like very, very cliche. The love is amazing, happiness is amazing, and we see it as such, and therefore we crave for it, not knowing what it really is. So I chose this for you guys so that you can see happiness in a new perspective, and I hope you guys like the poem and have another view of what happiness really is. So thank you. Happiness by Amy Lowell. Happiness to some, elation, is to others mere stagnation. Days of passive somnolence, at its wildest indolence. Hours of empty quietness, no delight and no distress. Happiness to me is wine, effervescent, superfine, full of tang and fiery pleasure, far too hot to leave me leisure. For a single thought beyond it, drunk, forgetful, this the bond it means to give one's soul to gain. Life's acquaintances, even pain, pricks to livelier living, then wakes the nerve to laugh again. Rapture's self is 3 parts sorrow, although we must die tomorrow, losing every thought but this, torn, triumphant, drowned in bliss. Happiness, we rarely feel it. I would buy it, beg it, steal it, pay in coins of dripping blood for this one transcendent good. Thank you very much.